What's going on, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a good week. So a few days ago I made a video that was about the FRS being a good daily driver or not, and in the comments someone asked if the Toyota Tundra is a good daily driver. So here's the answer. So just like the FRS video, I made a short pro and con list for the Toyota Tundra. So owning 4 Toyota Tundras, I'm going to tell you right off the bat, my answer is yes, the Toyota Tundra is a good daily driver for a multitude of reasons. But let's nail out some pros and cons real quick, and you know how much I like to make the lists. Okay, I am doing 4 pros and 4 cons, so here's the pros list. It is a very powerful engine, which is a great thing. The 5.7 liter engine is a lot of fun, a lot of torque, a lot of power. You know, that's what, I don't know about you owning a vehicle, but me being an automotive enthusiast, I like to have a good time anywhere I drive and have fun with whatever I drive. You probably won't ever see me in a Corolla. You'll always see me in something a little more fun. Like, I could have got a great deal when I was going after the FRS. I could have got a great deal on the Scion TC, which was about $7 or $8 grand cheaper, and it had more options to it, but I wanted the fun little sports car because I knew I'd have more fun with that. So very powerful engine is the first pro. Number 2 is storage, cargo, and towing. There's a ton of room inside the cab to put stuff, and there's a lot of area to put stuff, especially if you get the Crew Max, because you get that whole back seat. The back seat comes up all the way. And even better if you install the ESP under-seat truck cargo storage area they have. Even if you don't have that, there's still a lot of room for storage. The bed is always there too, and the truck can tow up to 10,500 pounds, which is, your camper, your boat, anything you need. I mean, unless you're, a business owner and you have some heavy duty construction equipment, this could even do the job for you there. So the storage, cargo, and towing is also a great thing about the Tundra. The next one I wrote suspension, and what I mean by that is depending on what you want in the truck for your daily driving needs, you could get something like me. The TRD Pro has a very aggressive, bumpy suspension, or you could get something like the Platinum or 1794 with 20-inch wheels and a very soft ride, not bumpy at all. That's the best part about the Toyota Tundra is there's a good amount of options, but not too many options where you get overwhelmed. So for me, TRD Pro is very bumpy. It's really a bumpy ride going to work and from work and stuff like that. But man, it's a great truck and it's a looker. So yeah, definitely suspension. So we'll call it suspension options. There's a good amount of them. All right, the last one for pros is cost of ownership is very low and it's worry-free ownership, okay? The first con in the list I'll tell you right now is MPG, and we'll go into that in a minute. But the cost of ownership far outweighs your MPG concerns because the Toyota Tundra is going to get you where you got to go, to and from, no problems. And it's very limited maintenance. The Toyota brand has a great reliability, backstory and everything. And the Toyota Tundra has the 5.7 liter V8, which you get some people who complain that the engine's been around a long time. Yeah, it's been around a long time, but it's extremely reliable, almost bulletproof. So it's very worry-free ownership. And that is where you make up the money in the long term of owning the truck. It has the best resale value of all half tons and mid-sized trucks because it just holds its value. So, if you're thinking about that and you want to own a truck long term, this is the truck to look into for sure. All right, so now we are on to the cons list. I'm saving my favorite con for last. So anyway, right up front is MPG. Everybody is going to say that, especially non-Tundra owners will bring up the fact that the MPG is quite low compared to other half tons in its class. But one great thing Toyota has done is back in 2016 was the first year you can get the 38-gallon tank. It might have been 2015, I'm not sure. 38-gallon tank has a very long range. You never really need to fill up. You definitely don't need to fill up as much. So at least, although MPG needs a lot of work for sure, at least that 38-gallon tank is there to help you for now. Number 2 is parking. So if you were to daily drive this thing, you should really think ahead of time about what kind of parking lot you're going to have to go to. I know when the wife tells me we need to go somewhere, I always think about the parking lot to make sure we're going to be okay. There are definitely some drive-through ATMs and fast food drive-throughs that I can't really fit through, but I probably could, if I folded in the mirrors and stuff like that. But hey, so you got to get out of the car and go to the, interior ATM machine, the one inside. It's good cardio. So parking is something that you might want to look into. One thing people say, well, pickup truck, why don't you just get a mid-size over the Tundra? Here's what the mid-size truck takes out of the whole equation for me. is the midsize truck isn't going to be nearly as powerful and fun as a full-size V8 truck with nearly 400 horsepower. So keep that in mind. But if you're someone who doesn't care about horsepower and you park in some tight lots, or you live in, you know, a city of some sort, you can look into a midsize for sure. Another one I put here is blind spot monitoring. Okay, I feel like it should be available on all trim levels, just because you're in a very big truck, it's very wide, and it would just be nice to have blind spot monitoring. You know, I experienced that with the TRD 1794, and it was just a whale of a difference. When I look over, instead of looking over and having to look back and all that stuff, you just see the light on showing that there's a vehicle next to you. So that would be something great to have going forward in all the trim levels. My last one is the lack of a driver's side handle. And the reason that's a big deal is you have to use the steering wheel, and after a while you don't want to break anything on the steering wheel or the components of the steering wheel because of having to grab and pull yourself up with it, and also sliding on and off the seat. You'll end up starting to mess up the side of the seat. I'm already starting to see not wear on my seat, but the rest of the leather looks a lot better than that side that I slide in and out on. So they really need to get back that handle. But there is a conversion kit. It is available. Some Toyota dealers offer that. You got to order it from them. I don't know the ones that do that right now, but I will definitely look into that for you. So check it out. Just Google search it. Google search Toyota Tundra driver side handle, and it'll come up. Okay, to summarize this video, yes, the Toyota Tundra is a great daily driver. Make sure if you're in the market for a half-ton or a truck in general, go look at all the brands. Go look at all the brands to see what you like. Good thing about the Tundra is if you're a person who likes interior features and, you know, all the expensive stuff, there's a trim level for you. If you're a person who likes the off-road look, there's a trim level for you. If you just want a basic truck with not a lot of stuff on it just to get you from point A to point B, guess what? There's a vehicle for you. And you get the reliability and the residual value at the end if you want to trade out of it. So I love the truck. Being non-biased here, I've had 4 of them. I've driven other trucks that I love, but overall, the Toyota Tundra is where my heart is. So it's never, you know, failed me or done anything wrong to me. So we're gonna stay with that. But I hope this video helps. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Comment below the video, or Twitter and Instagram @TundraDude34. Have a great day.